Hello, I am Deva Sophia Grace, and I wanted to talk to you about something that's really been showing up a lot over like the last couple of years in my work with people, and also my own healing, is inner child healing. And I know there's a lot of talk about that, and lots of things have been going on about it, but I wanted to tell you about my own personal experience with it for myself and also for my clients and even my community and my friends. I have come to realize that this is one of the most important things that we can truly do for ourselves. And during these times, these big shifts and transitions that are happening in our collective consciousness, as more light comes onto this earth, those things have been buried beneath the surface are starting to emerge now and come up, showing up in our relationships, showing up in how we interact with the world. And so it really is very, very crucial now for us to look at, to allow that inner child to have that validation, to be seen and heard. I think that many of us have suppressed our childhood traumas. Some of them have been extremely severe, and it's not easy to look at. And we want to just put it away, thinking that we can just think positive thoughts, or we can just keep raising our vibration, which is absolutely important. But we can't spiritual bypass this wound that many of us carry within inside of us, that is this wound of this inner child. This child that is desperately seeking to be seen and heard, to be validated for their experience, and to be given the love and the nourishment, the care, the nurturing, the healing that it is seeking. And this inner child is bringing us into situations so that it can heal itself. It actually brings us into relationships that subconsciously we can see that this person is going to reflect these wounds back to us. They're going to create circumstances, energies that will recreate those experiences that we had as inner children, or as children in our childhood. So it's really important for us to begin to heal this, to have healthy relationships. And I'm not just talking about romantic relationships. I'm talking about siblings and family relationships, work relationships, relationships just with the world in general. It's very difficult for us to really have that healthy relationship until we can heal the relationship that that inner child had. I've been doing a lot of work with this now, and it's so very beautiful to see people rising up out of that wounded place, seeing them breaking those patterns that they have been carrying for so long, and the programs, reprogramming what they have learned as children. Did you know that from the moment we are born through the age of 7, we are actually in the theta state? So what does that mean? So theta state is actually a brainwave. Right now I'm talking to you and you are listening to me in the beta state. That is an active brainwave when we are in our waking consciousness and we're actively thinking. When we go into meditation, like seated meditation or yoga or tai chi or even daydreaming, all of these things are bringing us more into an alpha state. And so theta state is an even slower brainwave. So we go from beta to alpha, which is a slower brainwave. And then when we go into theta, it's an even slower brainwave. It's that brainwave that we actually are having when we're in dream sleep, or when a hypnotherapist takes you into a hypnotic trance. So the only thing slower than that is deep sleep. That deep sleep, which is called delta state. And that's no brainwave. That's where we receive our restoration and our rest. So when we are in theta state, as you can imagine, if you think about, I just said that's where we go when we're in that hypnotic state, right? So when we go to hypnotherapists, right, and we want to seek to stop smoking or lose weight or whatever it is that we want to shift our brain so that we can have healthy habits, we go into that theta state. So now think about this. From the age of 0 to 7 years old, you are in the theta state. And everything that happens to you, everything that has been told to you, every experience that you've had is actually programming you for the rest of your life. This is serious stuff. Because it might not have come from our parents. I mean, our parents could have been the greatest parents in the world. But it could have come from other children. It could have come from our teachers. It could have come just from the ice cream man saying something that was very devastating and mean. It could have been anyone. So all of us have some kind of trauma, some kind of program that we received that was not healthy, that created a belief system and a program that is now subconsciously driving us and sabotaging us through our lives. And so it's really important for us to go in and find out what those programs are. And the only way to reprogram them is through going back into that hypnotic state, back into theta state. That's what I do with my people, and I love it. I use shamanic journey to bring them in. I use sound healing to bring them into that state. And then we go deep into really engaging with the children so that we can understand what are those programs. And then reprogramming, implementing new programs. So I come to you just because this is my passion now. You know, everything that I've healed from throughout my life has become my work. I've been shown by my higher self, my soul, that these are some of the reasons why I even go through some of the difficult times, is so that I can come and use this knowledge, this wisdom, these tools that I have used for myself to heal myself and get onto the other side, to be healthier, stronger, happier. And then I can help others from true experience, not just by reading a book, not by going to school and listening to a teacher. I mean, yes, I have all very deep knowledge from books and teachers. But when you receive this healing from deep experience, personal experience, nothing can replace that. And so when I start to work with people, it's a very different experience because I can truly empathize with them. And I can come from a place of knowing what it's like to be where they are. And so I just want to tell you that I am leading a retreat here in Sedona, beautiful, gorgeous Sedona, Arizona. And it's going to be all about healing the inner child. Healing the inner child and coming into a place of self-love. And I think that these two things go hand in hand. We really can't love ourselves until we heal that inner child, because there's part of ourselves that is, if we're denying the inner child, we're denying ourselves that self-love, because that is part of ourselves. So if we are not loving our inner child and focusing on bringing that part of ourselves and integrating it back into ourselves, then we're not loving ourselves. So it's two beautiful energies coming together in this retreat, and I'd love to invite you to that. So it's September 17th to the 21st, and it's here in Sedona in a beautiful resort. There's a pool and 2 hot tubs, and we can just sit in the hot tub watching the sunset over Courthouse and Bell Rock. Beautiful, beautiful views. Beautiful, luxurious resort. And I'm going to be creating delicious meals for you that I'm going to cook personally for you with so much love, bringing forth that divine mother energy to hold you in a sacred space, creating that sacred container so that you can truly allow your inner children to come forward and feel safe and nurtured and cared for and loved. So I hope that you will join me. This is truly my sacred work and my calling now. And I would love for you to be with me on this retreat. We're going to go deep diving into shamanic journey and sound healing and deep speaking to our inner children and bringing them into a place of safety, into love, reprogramming those belief systems. And we'll also have a time to enjoy the pool and the hot tub and going hiking and sitting on the red rocks and enjoying the gorgeous nature of Sedona. And also bonding with one another around the fire, being seen and heard and held in the sacred circle. Sometimes being witnessed and being heard, truly actively listened to and seen, can be the most healing thing ever. I have witnessed in many sharing circles and many talking stick circles, people being healed just by speaking their truth and others listening and holding that sacred space for them. So this is another part of our retreat, and I really hope that you come. I have anywhere from like 15 to 20 spaces. And I'm actually offering 10% off of the retreat price right now. So if you'd like to come with me and take this journey, this deep dive into healing, I would love it. I would love to get to know you on a deeper level. I would love to bring forth that divine mother energy that I have been given the great honor and privilege to embody, so that I can hold you in that sacred container and see you heal and rise up and be empowered. Until then, many, many blessings.